Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and home to the Utep Miners, and it's always a pleasure to come out this way, and we're certainly excited about the game we have in store. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. The Golden Flashes will kick it away to start. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Miners offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Power football with the run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might as well give it to him again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pick up of 5 and enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He wants to throw here on second down. They're setting up the screen. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Right down the middle. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here from their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utep! And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kent State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the golden flashes will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long and field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
It's caught.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and it's hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That's the end of the quarter, and Utep has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Using the quick game. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game. That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it.
That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the...
He leaves it with his back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Miners will try to punch it in on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. On to attempt to try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. The golden flashes in the hurry up. The give to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Tempo and overdrive. Leaves it with the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quick release on the RPO. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
14, Kent State, 3.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Moving away from pressure. Complete to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. going to the ground. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Miners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Utep! What a grab and go for the score.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Kent State, 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Offense gets set for second down.
At the 34-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The running back has it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Getting some heat. Escapes trouble. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to pop the draw.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get here. They're so big, so strong. And when those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pop.
Yeah, and you got me searching for... Last drive, you stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Line getting set on second down. Here we go. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Touchdown, Utep! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And come on now, O-line, you've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On second down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of more.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's caught inside the 15. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Miners have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Touchdown Miners! And the stomping has commenced. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Minnesota. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out fast.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense.
He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kent State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
He's brought down at the 38. Brings up third down.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. The tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Miners are in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utep! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together. Like, this might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Lincoln.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He wants to throw it again. Buying some time. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Number 8.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Now, do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
At the 45 on its way. Second down coming up. The give to the tailback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.